Well, what we're gonna start with is Tails' Adventure. If we're gonna go, like, semi-chronologically, if we're trying to, like, assume these are... Mania isn't in another dimension. Or if we assume that these events didn't not happen. Just to review, like, where we put Tails' Adventure initially. This gives us that recap. It supposedly takes place before Sonic and Tails met. We would put that in the 8-bit timeline because, you know, that's where it fits best. With the caveat that these can't be the real Chaos Emeralds, if that's the case. That's the Japanese version of the story. And we're gonna pull from the English version for this one, which is something we don't usually do. Because in that, it says... This game came out in 1995, alongside, like, Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic Blast. And in that, it's supposedly a sequel. Sonic and Tails are taking a break from the dual adventuring. Tails goes here to Cocoa Island to relax. I'm gonna expand on that a little bit. It's more of a sabbatical to work on his mechanical skills and to study the Chaos Emeralds. He takes 6 of those Chaos Emeralds with him. That's when the Great Cuckoo Empire finds that energy reading and is like, we need those. And they attack the island. And Tails is like, not another forest fire, we've just been through this. Sonic 3. And the Chaos Emeralds scatter across the island. In the chaos. So that's what they do. They're Chaos Emeralds. Tails has a little laboratory on here. This island. Where you can equip weapons. So, he came back to his house, got some bombs. He's not gonna run today. Well, he might later. He's gonna take it his own way. With a stride of swag and bombs to take out a bunch of bird people. Like, I initially skipped this because I didn't really think much about putting it into the main timeline outside of the 8-bits. Like, one of my excuses here to be like, Tails is not running is, like, part of the reason he needed this break to relax... Okay, listen. Was to, like, let his muscles rest. He's not as good as Sonic with the going fast. He's not as used to it. He's gotta make good choices. It could only have been up to, like, 3 weeks since he met Sonic at this point in time. Reasonably. But, like, we usually... Here's, like, this entire series. We've been utilizing what the games give us in this order of priority. It is what the games show us. Very specifically what they show us. What the games tell us. Then we'll go to the Japanese manual to buff that out. You're in the wrong area and I'm gonna die. So I'm being very sloppy because I'm talking. And then if we need any more flavor, we go to the American manual. And so that makes it a little interesting that I'm coming back to it using the American explanation for this game's continuity to actually, like, fit it in a different timeline than where we put it. Alright. There's a good chance I'll lose against the boss. No, don't fly! It's okay. I forgot. See, it's okay that I took all that damage, because what the Chaos Emeralds do in this game are their power-ups. They increase your maximum health, which is neat that it's represented by rings. That's very appropriate. It also increases your flight. So we're at full health for this boss. The gameplay style, very distinctly different from typical Sonic games. We are going to different areas. We are climbing up and down stuff. Get rid of this boss from the opening cutscene. Because this is an action-adventure game. Rather than a standard Sonic-style platformer, level-based. We have different areas we go to instead. Okay, so that remote robot we got is perhaps the second most important item in the game. And in this area, we're gonna get the most important one. Not this one. The hammer's just very convenient. Switch items that way. You press start, just go through them. Yeah, there is... like, it's interesting, because the Japanese explanation was supposed to be for the sake of, why does Tails not run fast and spin dash in this, even though he does fly? And they were like, I don't know, it came beforehand. But the secret is, he does run fast. I didn't get the speed shoes, they're back in Poloi Forest. That would have been good for this area, because you just run past these fireballs. And you do get the spin dash, too. Though it's much later. It's represented by a Sonic icon. I'm not even sure Tails, like, had a full handle on his ability to fly before hanging out with Sonic. I mean, that's not clear. Oh, alright, here we go. So, Tails has a little robot that he made. I know you get, like, items from different areas in this, but very distinctly, this is his design. A little thing that flies with a helicopter tail. It's very cute. And that's the most important weapon item in the game, the remote bombs. So now, bombs are weird because their blast will blow up obstacles, but enemies will only take damage if they are hit directly. Sometimes it's near impossible to hit. Oh, no, we don't want to go down here. This is a much later part of the game. Can't break that wall without Giga Bombs. Thanks. Now, where do we put this in the timeline? I think I started to allude that too, but, there is one distinct game we have, well, in this timeline, not in the Origins timeline, or the Mania timeline, as we want to put it, the headcanon timeline. that Sonic and Tails do not adventure together after they have met. And that's Sonic CD. That's where we established that here. We established the order here just to refresh on that, since it has been so long since we've been at Classic Sonic proper. Is 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles happen sequentially. And then Knuckles Chaotix comes along to bridge the gap that has been unintentionally made between 3 and Knuckles and CD. Narratively speaking, that's after the Angel Island event, Knuckles explores the whole Master Emerald thing, encounters the first time we meet Metal Sonic, unless we include Triple Trouble 16-bit, which I'm willing to. Yeah, I'm gonna clarify that. So either our first time we meet Metal is Triple Trouble 16-bit, which takes place immediately after 3 and Knuckles, before Knuckles' story. Or the first time we do is Knuckles Chaotix, which is a follow-up to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where the effects of the Master Emerald being powered by the Chaos Emeralds causes an island to arise from the sea and create the 6 Chaos Rings based on the Master Emerald's power. And Sonic and Tails are late to that party. After that, they reconvene with, like, Sonic gets to reconvene with Mighty, stuff like that. And Sonic decides he's gonna go on a world journey, with his first stop being to Never Lake, to see the little planet. So while Tails does that, he decides, because also, this is another important point to why we pair this with Sonic CD, there's no Chaos Emeralds in Sonic CD. So what other time would be perfect for Tails to take 6 of them to study them? Who knows where the 7th one is? Probably made the smart decision to not keep them all in one place in case something like this happened. Hear that music lag? There is some, like, intrinsic lag to this game that being on the GameCube in Sonic Adventure DX does not help. And sometimes that messes with inputs. Like, Tails didn't get a chance to, like, really sit down and study these Chaos Emeralds. You're looking a little stuck there, bud. I've clipped into walls like that, too. It's fine. Not fine. If it happens, it's gonna be the end of the playthrough. And there's no Eggman in this either, so like there's a perfect split between this and Sonic CD. And I know in the 2011 version you can play as Tails. Again, we get back to, like, what scenario is the most canon. If you want that to exist, that probably makes most sense to be like, well, Sonic didn't, like, get all the good futures in this run, so Little Planet reset. Amy's safe, though. Tails is gonna get there late to the party and clean up. But that's irrelevant here. We have a split. Sonic, Eggman, they're off on Little Planet. Tails and the Chaos Emeralds, they're off on Cocoa Island, right here. That should be good. Bosses coming up that can be very tedious about draining your health. perhaps even more tedious is actually getting to these kids here. There's some small-looking cuckoos, birds, whatever bird they are. I don't know if they're all one species. Here we have Speedy, I think is his name. I don't actually know any of, like, the enemy names in this. I realize. Probably should have checked that out first. Looks like he's... Your flight is infinite here. I just need to reset the flight animation. Oh, God. Because that can happen. The constantly falling after you get hit is something we can utilize later. But in cases like this, it's the worst. Oh. Luckily, you can ledge grab sometimes. Oh, God. Tried to avoid him, but the wind blew me further. Oh, come on. See, he takes out a lot of health when you get hit. Even once. Oh. Oh. God, I hate it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. We should be safe. Safe, okay. Final stretch. They're very kind to you in the final stretch for some reason. So I just kind of blew through it. We got 2 Chaos Emeralds so far. We got the red and the green, and this guy gave us the purple and or pink. They're just hexagon or octagons in a box, labeled with what color they are. And that's the reason, that's one of my reasons, you know me, and emerald colors. Let me stop right there. Transformed the little robot into a submarine. We saw the submarine like this in the 16-bit version of Triple Trouble, where it was the Sea Fox. Or the Great Sea Fox in this. What this one is called is inconsistent. It's either the Sea Fox, which is where that name comes from, but also the Sea Tail, which you might have seen in the Sonic Adventure description for the game. It makes sense to me that this would be a different one than the one in Triple Trouble 3D 16-bit, which is a much bigger one that fits Sonic and Tails. You don't equip that, you come in here with no weapons, but you do have a drill, so that's always good. Press that button, didn't happen. This is his own little personal submarine. Great. Great for causing lag. I'm just gonna go straight ahead. There's several paths. You might have noticed this place is called Lake Rocky, which is one of the weird ways where, like, we are looking between 2 different versions to get full story for what these things are called. It's actually Rocky Umi in Japanese, which is sea. It's so not a lake. That's a more, like, closed-off part of open ocean. This is an island in the middle of some area like that. I don't know why they decided to call it lake in the translation is weird. This has caused confusion for another area, Crystal Lake, which is in the middle of the river. It is actually, like, a lake. Some people are confused about the idea that there can be a lake in the middle of a river. That's kind of how lakes work. Now we've made it to this island. It's the same as the volcanic tunnel, but now it's water instead of volcano. I should have grabbed the super Or, you know what, while I'm here. The lovely part is, once you unlock an area, you can go to it at any point. I can go back to the Tails house. Tails' laboratory. And we're not gonna need the regular bombs for the rest of the game. They're just there to be a nuisance. You see, we also have our emeralds listed. They call it purple. Can be pink. Either way. Red, green, so the blue, white, and yellow. Those are all canon colors of the Chaos Emeralds. They actually, like, that's almost a reason for why they wouldn't be Chaos Emeralds in the 8-bit timeline, is because those aren't consistent with the inconsistent Emerald colors. But they are the exact colors that are in Sonic 1. So the purple's a little more pink. We've seen that go back and forth throughout the series. Same with the yellow being, like, slightly more orange. We can now establish our headcanons onto where's the 7th emerald right now. Did they give it to Knuckles already? Who knows? Maybe they just didn't collect it. Maybe Tails just didn't collect it for this excursion. Because the emeralds do what they want. We know why they do what they want at this point. We've seen that they're greatly connected to the planet's consciousness, like Gaia. So they are semi-sentient. There's a reason that they're always like, it seems like the emeralds want to be used for this purpose. That's Chip's subconscious. That's our good friend Chip. Slightly faster to just throw it. Of course, when Light and Dark Guy are sealed away, they're not acting as people. We haven't had, like, an explicitly canon instance where Chip comes back, just that one part in Sonic's birthday party in Runners. Perhaps that's the weird part about playing this game right now. We are going back to, where you can reference much further along things in the timeline. That's weird. Little shortcut here. There's an upflow for that water there to prevent you from going down. It's a shortcut back up, or a trap to go back up when you don't want to. Just get hit by an enemy, which is very easy to do. I'm not gonna have that much use for speedrun strats here. I'm not doing, like... One of the things I'm distinctly trying to do here, as much as I've learned stuff about this game from watching two speedrunners. Napalm! Everybody's favorite. So, Tails does not follow the Geneva Convention, it seems. It's fine. I got sucked in here. That's not good. As much as they say napalm, I feel like that's another case of, like, weird decisions that the Japanese version made that they carried on only for in-game. In the American manual, it is called Firebomb, which does better describe how it acts. This thing really wants me. I need these rings. This boss is tough. That's coming up. I said I need these rings, game. Sure, go on ahead there, Batbot. These are all little robots here. These Batbots, Mousebots, Molebots. Oh. Boss music didn't start. That's weird. First phase is fairly easy once you figure out what you're doing. But that arm will block your bombs, so you have to bomb from above. And then pilot of this thing will smarten up. Start dropping bombs from above on you. And you really gotta be quick to be able to get ahead of it, so I usually just take the damage. Sir? As much as it looks like I have time to respawn to that, that's because the game is slowing down from all the action. Alright, sir. Please come over here. I don't have room to bomb you over there. Yeah. We're gonna take your anti-air missiles. So, like, some of these weapons are definitely, like, you're taking them, and then some are, like, you're making them yourself. I don't know where to put napalm on that. We are gonna add napalm to the list. First, I'm gonna reorganize these a little. Ma'am. Hell yeah. Game Gear Finesse. Go. Now we have anti-air missiles. We can go to like 2 more areas. But what we're basically doing at this point, I love that little cutscene, but we'll watch it one more time later. Is getting the right things we need for our sub to get to the little base over there that we watched Speedy zip to. And I guess if you're, like, stupidly good at this game, you could possibly go there right now, since you have the mines. But we're gonna get quite a bit more. We have, like, 3 more very important submarine things to acquire, which even, like, the speedrunners do, because it is just that much easier to obtain the right stuff. Okay, put me in the right spot. This boss just, you stay in the one spot and they won't hit you. But trying to maneuver the amount of blasts going at you when entering that base, you just want to get the invincibility. And you have quite a few things to get before you can get the invincibility. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna get all the chaos items. That's what's important here. For us. Riveting gameplay. This thing definitely has more weapons than the Great Sea Fox. It just that has the torpedoes and the drill. Here we go. Napalm City. Napalm has like a really tall hitbox. It's weird. That's gonna come in hand, like in super handy later. But the key thing it's for is getting rid of this brush. There's some of that in Poloi Forest, and I did not like show it because it's out of the way. We'll need to get there later. Later as in after this stage. Going back on the names a little bit, I don't know what Poloi is supposed to be. Best I know is Poloi. Is a place in Peru, and it is also this thing. Okay, so sometimes the bees just automatically die, and sometimes they're immortal, or specifically the wasps. Look, it's not dying. I'm hitting it. It's gone. It's finally gone. Like, sometimes you don't have to do the second napalm, and it will just explode, and I don't understand why. Sometimes it won't explode, despite the second napalm. So weird. Alright, I don't know where I am anymore. I got confused. I got lost. I think I need to... Yeah, okay, we're still where we need to be. Are these just bees? They're exploding. Are they mechanical bees that the army set up? Are these little things that are just exploding robots? They're definitely like mini cuckoos. Is Tails committing murder in this game? This is a question we will get back to. Does this child know what murder is? How old is Tails, did we establish at this point? I think I thought, like, 8 was a little too young. He's probably, like, 10. Before, like, various years passed to get to, modern. Sonic's, like, I don't know, 12? Age is weird. For the reason I've never tried to, like, establish that. This is the same theme that was for Mount Polly. Polly's actually a pretty good name from the Japanese one. It's just Pori Pori Mountain. I don't think I checked any other names because like Green Mountain, whatever, or Green Forest. That's whatever. Island. Sure. I don't understand these bees. I don't know how napalm works, right? I don't know what Henry Kissinger did, right? It just sort of, like, sits and smolders, and destroys anything that decides to touch it. Doesn't really, like... maybe I'm thinking Agent Orange. But, like, this is definitely more of, like, a fire spreading forward. I don't know if I'll need to go. I messed up last time, which is why I said it. Okay, just go down there. Just got the night vision goggles. We'll need that later. Funny thing about this helicopter is it won't react when it takes damage, but when it goes back to Tails, it will give Tails the damage it takes. It can walk on spikes, so that's fine. It can't walk on lava, it can't hit enemies and projectiles without that happening. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, forward. Ooh-wee. Plenty of shortcuts back. I usually go to Arian Forest before I come here to Green Island, and that's why I'm a little confused about what abilities I have at the moment. I need to take the shortcut. Big steppy Tails. Come back to Poloi Forest. Alright. I'll just use bombs on these, it's easier. Slope physics. Aku Empire is kind of fascinating that they exist. I guess Tails does kind of just like destroy an empire. Gets a taste for that before Eggman really goes to make his. As Tails says, there's no such thing as an evil empire. Or there's evil empire is redundant. There's no such thing as a good empire. It would be wild if he said the other thing. I probably should have gone back and got the speed shoes. They're in Poloi Forest, and you can get them immediately after your first boss, because you need the remote robot for it. They're not terribly useful after that one part in Volcanic Tunnel, but it does go to show that Tails does run in this. It's just because you don't have the abilities at the start doesn't mean you can't use them. It just means you don't want to. Tails needed to get warmed up. There's a reason I have the super gloves. Most of these places that I'm going out of the way to get, like, a spring for there's downdrafts if you try to fly up. Any of the drafts we've seen, they only take into effect when Tails flies. Grab this Chaos Emerald over here, the blue one. We got the white one in the previous island, that leaves just the yellow remaining. We're gonna get a few more things just for me over here. One being the Sonic power-up. Oh, I messed up. Cool. Which means I need to get the spring back again. Oh boy. No, I need the spin dash for how I play this game. Like 100%. How I play the late game. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get the wrench. Music's good. Look at that stride, though. We never get over this stride. Like, Tails knows he doesn't need to run right now. He's on his own schedule. Look at that flight bar. Sonic. That's our spin dash. The particular thing about the springs is that they will despawn and go back to where they were initially very easily, so when you need the remote robot for them, you want to go to where the spring's gonna be. I think this thing can just fly infinitely. Photon torpedoes. Okay. We can leave this place. You may have noticed there weren't quite a lot of shortcuts, but luckily there's another way to get back quick. If you fall down a pitfall in any place, just go back to the map. And, that can be awful sometimes. But for us, it's good. The next place we're going to need the night vision goggles, and get to start having some fun with Sonic. Spin dash. Get that extra speed. One thing about the torpedoes is that, well, they're big. They do home in slightly. Go up here already? Yes. That is to the the boss fight and Green Island. We need to go over a couple screens before we go up this time. I wouldn't have gone up if I knew you were gonna just ignore my input. You can, like, go backwards in this. You press A to switch your position. Yes, that is a mine area. That leads to the secret base that we are not going to yet because we are still babies. There are two other character-based abilities you get. Knuckles and Knack, or Fang, as he's labeled in this. He's labeled in Japan. They didn't bother to make that the American version. Knuckles lets you punch, which is actually pretty much as convenient to use the hammer, it just doesn't have the up direction. Need as much health as possible for this upcoming part, because it can be very rude. You'll never guess what Fang does, because it's not what you would think. What you would think is probably lets you shoot a gun. If it was, I would probably get it, because that would be a little easier than throwing bombs. No, it just makes it so that your luck for if a enemy drops a ring for you to recover with, it just increases that luck. Almost. Those are brutal, jeez. Lost 15 health. Not from just the one hit, but total. Okay. I want to damage boost this. I'll try to evade stuff at first, because there's plenty. Can that not be where the rolls happen? What is the point? The point of the speed. You get a super jump from it. Luckily, as long as you keep holding it down, it works. You can hit a wall, and it'll just work. This is the part we wanna... Okay, this isn't the part we want to damage boost. Yet. Oh, that was lucky. No. Please. I can't keep doing this. Oh boy. At all? Oh. And that's all. Okay. Going to the Tails house will heal you. Though also if you get a game over, you can just hit continue. It will have the continues run via code, but it will automatically have the whatever code you were just using. Whatever code of the play you were just on in. Oh boy. Okay, they can go away. There's a downdraft of, like, hot air in most of this area. It makes platforming necessary. Not have my menuing down in this. Good thing I am not a speedrunner of this game. Yet. Oh. That was almost fantastic. Can't, like, just fly back up there. Now I've made a mess of everything. Now I've made a mess of everything. Again. No. The ledge grabbing can be weird in this. It is not as bad as it is in the HD version of Sonic Lost World. Oh, fuck you. Good. Finally. It's hard to... Yeah. So, like, the way to actually get out of that once you're in it is, like... You want to switch to another weapon and use it. I think that's the only way to spin dash cancel. Aside from momentum and jumping and falling off ledges. You jump off a ledge. It will carry the momentum, which is handy. That didn't work. Actually, I don't need to do this at all. Please do not respond to the boy. Large bomb. Now we can go several places we have not been able to so far. One specific item to pick up, and then a boss to beat. And we will be good to go. To get to the base. See, if you know what you're doing, this isn't like a terribly long game, which is why we can do a double feature of it, of games today. The first level is really hard to get the hand on, like, the hang of the mechanics to, like, beat that first boss. Once you do that, that's, like, the one, like, big difficulty barrier. Where are we going next? Here. Oh, wait, no. I was right to go down here, because I need to equip the bomb. Do not need those night vision goggles ever again. In fact, if you know the map, you probably don't even need them when I used them. as much as, like, the spin dash is a game changer for this game, you do have to be careful. Because if you go to the wrong place with it, going full speed, you can clip into walls. That happened to me on this map, specifically. Oh yeah. Also, it looks like supersonic because everything's yellow on the items. Okay, now we can go to that area we couldn't before. That didn't work. I do tend to try and overuse the spin dash, so that's probably why I met my fate like I did before. Come on. Dash won't help me here. You also can't just, like, go down if you've started to ledge grab as much as you can go down onto the ledge. You can't, like, get down from that. Ooh. Huh. That was interesting. That doesn't usually happen if you climb into a single area. I wonder if that's that glitch they were talking about. I was looking at categories for this to speedrun. I'm familiar with, like, the current #1 spot holder. Seeing what categories there were. There's the any percent glitchless, any percent glitched. I don't even want to start that. I don't want to get into, like, glitched speedruns. That seems just way too much for me personally. But there is also a 100% items category that I'm a little interested in. There are multiple paths to get to this boss. Sure. Ah, the boss music started this time. So, we could go up there to fight this thing. I'm gonna say no to that. I'm just gonna do this. I literally have no idea, like, what kind of weaponry this boss uses. I found this one immediately. I, like, completely forgot it was even a thing that was probably done by speedrunners that I watched. Like, the two of them. I think there's two of them. Maybe I'm just thinking of the one. Who knows? What are we doing now? We just got the invincibility, or extra armor as they call it. You'll see why I call it invincibility. It makes the entire submarine sections trivial. You can't use the extra speed underwater, and you can't use the invincibility outside of any of the areas that you're not underwater. It only works underwater. So now, I just have the invincibility stars. I can just drill into things. And I'll be fine. I don't even need to keep on there. I can switch to different stuff. But I do have to go through different areas, which means I have to reactivate it. There is a weapon I can get before this. The Spark. It is a big old electrocution attack, and basically the entire screen lights up, and any enemy on it will be defeated. Any mines will blow up. Any cuckoo submariners. It's not great on the eyes, particularly in these darker, high contrast areas. Like, I don't even like looking at it. I'm not gonna do that on stream. I don't need to do that on stream. I can just power through things. It is more useful for one submarine area earlier on, though. And only affects things that are underwater. This is the part, like, you're being shot by these cannons the whole way down, which I think kinda act like enemies. If you get hit by one, it acts like an enemy has hit you. It can give you a ring, and it won't actually launch another one at you if you go back. But they do a ton of damage. I think they do 10 each. Remember where to go. Like, you have to be super skilled to maneuver it without... with the lag and such. To maneuver it without... invincibility. You need some other weaponry for this. You can sort of do that with the anti-air missiles if you didn't bring appropriate weaponry like I did once. Alright, what am I doing? We're at the Cuckoo base. Ocean base. Sea base? Sea base. Is that a coding language? We have everything we need. I guess it's fine. We don't need napalm for this. We're gonna be avoiding most enemies. These things, you can't harm them when they're taking cover at all. Like, they don't even have a hitbox. Luckily, when I'm climbing up ledges, I also don't have a hitbox. One. No, I fucked it up. We have to go through all that. Which includes destroying this one. Oh, almost first try. No. regular electricity. As you can imagine, you can't come back up from those, nice. From the, One Direction pitfalls. That was smart. Oop. No, just grab it. Come on, this is the last Chaos Emerald. Not just a 10 health increase. We're up to 99 health. That switch opened up an electric barrier there. Onto the second part. If I go all the way down there, I can get a teleport device. I have never used it before. We have our first area where they have wizened up to Kelsey's ability to get through small areas with this robot. These little things, these little tractor beam things, they will send your robot back. Oop. Now it may seem like I've caused an issue here. We'll see. What I did by just doing that is I avoided these guns. Well, what you're supposed to do is to bomb this area open. It's fine. It's not supposed to do that, but it sure does. Of course. Here's an unusual boss. Look at this old kook. This old cuckoo. Yep. That doesn't work at all. Just thought I'd try. Oh, don't do that. Taking all the damage I need. Do the thing. The reason, like, those corridors will automatically set you down to, walking is because you bounce off the ceiling very easily. Well, I'm pretty sure that guy's dead. Good job, Tails. Let's get out of here. It's really hard to say that Tails doesn't kill people, but... Oh, wait, there's more. We haven't seen the great Cuckoo Emperor yet. Clearly, we have more of a fortress to go to. And to get to that fortress, Rocket Booster, or rather, Rocket Booter, in case you didn't catch that. Rocket Booter. That's not, like, the only typo in this. My favorite one, and this isn't... Why are you back here? Fuck that. And this is also not what it's even called when you get it. The Rido. For the radio. And I'll actually check, like, are there other ones? No. Sonic, Knuckles, Fang. Triple Bomb, we skipped that. Helmet, we skipped that. Wrench, that's in the next area. I do know where all of these things are. I've never actually gotten the wrench in any playthrough before. Ready. Stay up here and it's fine. It's an auto-scroller. This is our, fast-paced action sky chase. Oh, I forgot this was milk. I thought it was water for a second. Didn't have a lot of time to eat. Once again. This is actually, like, right down to this technique. Much more like the Sonic Adventure Sky Chase. But we do have another area that is, rife with taking damage. Get through this no damage. That would be fun. I almost died the first time. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes your inputs are a little lag. Can't do anything about it. Just be sloppy about it at this point. Nuts. Stop being sloppy about it. That's too much HP. Alright, now that we're here, I'm gonna not forget to equip the napalm, because that's actually very important for a boss battle. At least as far as I understand how to do it. It's part of the reason, like, I definitely went out on my way to make sure I got the Sonic. I didn't just, like, stop doing that area when I fell. So I would have to leave and equip the wrench and come back. It's just not worth it. Just spin dash our way. Don't do that. Ooh, I can manipulate him. Nice. I think this is a forward. Yeah. I guess if you're very careful, you could instead just fly over these areas. I'm not very careful. Also, you know, like, you think about it. Tails' canon is overall he has no confidence in himself until he meets Sonic. If we want to get really brutal with it, which the these weirdos, the 8-bit timeline has no issue getting brutal with it. Because Tails isn't even playable in that version of Sonic 2. Wait, what am I doing? I do have to go down. That 8-bit version of Sonic 2, the story is Tails kidnapped Tails' friend, or Sonic's friend Tails. On the island of South Island. They have not left South Island in that. And if you fail to get all the Chaos Emeralds, honestly, all you get after that is, like, stars in the sky that show Tails. You don't see him saved, so, like, he kinda, I guess, dies. So, like, Tails is very much a damsel in distress in that one. Nobody likes to be a damsel in distress, whether or not you are a damsel. Which is perfectly fine. So it's hard for me to believe that Tails would be able to do all of this on his own, and then not be able to handle Eggman. In fact, part of the reason I think he's so hardened to handle this threat as soon as it happens is because he just had 2 to 3 adventures with Sonic where he thwarted Eggman and all of his technology. Oh, messed that one up. I was talking about us including Triple Trouble 16-bit as the canon. I just feel like I should remind us, because we are talking about the 8-bit timeline, which is Sonic, Tails Adventures, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, that version where it deviates, and then Sonic Chaos and Sonic Triple Trouble, aka Sonic and Tails and Sonic and Tails 2. Even if we don't include that fan game, we still decided... Alright, bitch. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. We still included the event, made room for the events of Chaos and Triple Trouble as coming between Knuckles Chaotix and Sonic CD as a bit of a narrative for the Chaos Emeralds specifically. Further reason to want to study them for Tails. Huh. Cheeky. We can't fit any events of Sonic Chaos in with the Triple Trouble 16-bit, though, since Chaos is the prequel to Triple Trouble, and that literally picks up with the ending cutscene of the Sonic 3. You can't do anything about that otherwise. that messed me up. But I'm willing to throw Sonic Chaos to the wayside, as much as it's a fine game. Because Triple Trouble 16-bit's just that fucking good. It's free, go play it. As wild as it is to have Metal Sonic active that quickly after 3. Like, what kind of wild contingency plan does Eggman ever pick up on? No! Oh. Oh, wait, I didn't ruin it. I didn't ruin it. Thought I did, but I didn't. That was so silly. We are, like, right before the end of this. Coming up on it. Where are we at? We're, like, not even 2 hours. And I keep messing up. We got some area up there we can go to, but it's blocked off by electricity, much like here. Okay. Oh, okay. Try to line that up before it... Oh my goodness. Before it starts yelling. The intended way to do this is get the wrench, switch it down there, so that this conveyor belt does not happen like this. Okay, perfect. It's like perfectly timed that you can just move forward and it'll be done. Just need it to open the area. There's another remote box place. Careful. It's almost like it intends for you to go up here, because there's got the little remote robot disruptors there too. Alright, Speedy's back. He's got armor. See, like, that hits him. Still a very tricky boss, though. Oh. There's certainly some parts where it's like... it'd be easier to hit him with a bomb. But it's safer... use napalm. Because of that little weird distance. Oh, well, that was smart. Nice. I think that was my cleanest battle against him. I didn't show this. Tails' idle animation. You'll notice a thing on the ground or something. It looks like he starts licking it, kinda. It's probably more that he's, like, gasping at it. I personally, if you're in the woods, I like to think of that as he's, testing dirt samples, you know? Or, you know, he is also a fox, so maybe he's just foraging for, worms. They eat worms. Here's the Great Emperor. Great Battle Cuckoo Emperor. I think he's actually just called Emperor Battle Cuckoo the 14th. Stand on his head. But you have to be careful not to be touched by him. Because he will just, like, grab Tails in a stranglehold and start shaking him. Easy. Whoa! Hey, what just fucking happened? Did I mess it up? I have no HP. I've heard of this glitch. Oh. That's so cool. I got a glitch. It might be because I stood on his head. I don't know how that works. My HP's gone because the game is over. I was supposed to go into a flying animation. Just drop down here. It undid everything, though. That's sad. I wanted to show you guys the, ending credits cutscene. Oh well. Unfortunate. The takeaway that Tails gets from this, once he's done his sabbatical, because he decides, hey, I'm gonna make a robot, a bigger version of this, and then it's gonna explode, and Flicky was trying to help him, and it was doing a bad job, and they all get scared. Not scared, shocked. In disbelief that it exploded. Remember in, Sonic the Fighters, aka Sonic for the Fighters, we established that they wanted to, give the Chaos Emeralds, among their friends for safekeeping because they're so powerful and people want to... Eggman especially keeps going after them. And I feel like that game only reinforces that decision. Some enemies completely separate from Eggman goes after them, and only 6 of them again. Alright. Now we're gonna do Encore mode of Mania. I forget what I was gonna... Well, I don't actually have anything to say until we do this opening cutscene. So we just came off of Sonic Forces, supposedly, here. And here's where Sonic ended up. Yeah. Okay, after watching this again, after playing Sonic Forces again, I can guarantee you, that classic Sonic... Are we good volume? I'm a little loud for me, personally. I'll turn down my... This is bigger than, bigger volume than... Oh look, the animals are here! So we get a little Angel Island zone. To remind us what Sonic Mania's story is that, we can actually enhance on that actually now, because this is like right after CD and Tails Adventure, if it's a condensed timeline. Sonic, Tails, reconvening to discuss Chaos Emeralds. Talk with Ray and Mighty are there too. It's cool. It's like slightly the same, but different. I'm kind of exploring right now. I'm sure you understand. When they get an energy reading from the Phantom Root, they find Angel Island on the ground again. I'm gonna say our most canon one is Sonic and Tails together go and explore the island. Mighty and Ray were left to guard, to keep watch, I guess, while they go on this adventure. And they encounter Heavy Magician and Eggman perhaps afterwards. They get in a scuffle with Heavy Magician and get captured in a capsule. And whoever you don't pick, turns out that was Heavy Magician in disguise. Oh. Oh, it's just like, what do you call it? Turtle's teammate. So, after that adventure... Okay. Heavy magicians seem to make it out. Mighty and Ray got captured, but only one of them is true. Sonic went through his Ruby Warp. What am I doing? Acting like a scrub. This is gonna be slightly different. That's different. And I think that's the big thing that has me for that. For this Sonic having gone to Forces is at the end of that, Sonic. First off, they went through what is it was a true Ruby Warp. There's no emerald down here. Now Sonic and the Ruby both get sucked into this portal. What we see in Sonic Forces is not a traditional Ruby Warp. And it's a Combi Catcher. I missed. It's just a tear in space and a classic Sonic with Ruby fragmentation comes out with it. And I am very confident now, seeing that the Phantom Ruby comes back with Sonic here. This Sonic did not go to that future, whether it was an alternate dimension or not, whether you subscribe to that or not. At this point, because of this factor, I don't. I don't think it's necessary. Let's get Tails. Okay, alright, sure. What that event is, if you ask me... Oh, Sonic, was basically copied by the Ruby, and that copy was... That sent a dimensional copy version of this Sonic to the future to help. Just like any of the Ruby copies that the artificial one made by Infinite. Except this one's just way more sturdy because it's from this natural Phantom Ruby. We assume it's natural. We have no way to really know. And this Sonic, just immediately after the end of Mania's normal mode, comes out of that portal with the Ruby. He did not go to the future, just a copy. Did. I am gonna stand by that, because, like, if it was supposed to be explicit that this Sonic went through dimension, time and dimension, we have to remember, actually, time is a dimension. Perhaps it was just a poorly understood version. Oh hey, it's Knuckles. Why did I do that? Why didn't it turn around when I turned? No, I don't want to do this again. After you beat all the blue spheres, you can do this special stage, but it might be here from default for Encore mode. I wouldn't know, because I have defeated all of the blue sphere stages. So, where the fuck are the Chaos Emeralds? This one, Knuckles. Right, but Sonic comes out of that warp. He's back on Angel Island. Angel Island isn't distorted. Heavy Magician gets the Ruby. And revives Heavy King and the others. And the plan starts all over again in a palette swap place. This one's much like Sunset Hill. I don't remember how to play Knuckles. I do remember how to play Knuckles. He's just so chunky in this. Let's do it. Sonic and Tails, and everyone else in Reserve. That's cool. So that's like the fun part about this. It's sort of like... I can't even say that this is like Knuckles Chaotix, because you can't even summon them back. There's no speed shoes there. I'm like out of my depth here. I don't know where anything is in this mode. That's supposed to be a fire shield. How am I supposed to get that top thing? I wish... Like, Tails comes back that way. It is like Knuckles Chaotix, but it's... There's a big ring here. Yay. Okay. Oh, what? That's not the right special stage. Oh, shit. We might not get the good ending. That was, I think, reverse course? 7th Emerald? Oh, boy. I didn't mention that I am doing this mode blind. I was not expecting there to be this many differences. I knew there were some, but I thought that was mostly, I didn't think item placement was that different in this. You can't control Tails to fly. And I can't switch to Tails. Oh boy. I'm starting to see why people were a little disappointed with this mode. But surely Eggman is back. Now that they have the Ruby again, his plan can start coming. Ooh, it's nighttime instead of just twilight. Hey, Tails? Why is it take... Why... I shouldn't be able to do that on the fly, I swear. Am I just spoiled? What? Okay, sure. That's fine. Ooh, different palette enemies? I guess they just match them. What is this one where it is? Okay, I have to look at this. No, I'm gonna try and... some of this sweet strat. No, this is a different one entirely. This is completely new Emerald area. And there's just no opportunity for the speed strat there. I mean, I'm not gonna play around with it. I could not have done that in the PS4 version. Here on the PC version, they sort of just left in a debug mode option that you can just increase your Mach speed. It doesn't make it any easier, honestly. These are stupid special stages. There's a reason I didn't play them last time. The reason being, I did not know the fast strats. I know the fast strats now, but these are different special stages. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We're just not gonna get the real ending, probably. Oh my goodness. Stuff is happening. Can I be someone other than Sonic and Tails? Like, if I can't even manipulate Tails' flight, there's no point in this combination. Right. Knuckles and Tails. Oh yeah. Cool. Okay. I wanted to know what that was like. Best combination, Mighty and Ray and Tails. I love Ray. Ray is the best feeling character in this entire game. Like, immediately, as soon as I started playing him, the glide felt so natural. Ray is a flying squirrel, as we recall. No, Tails, come back. I'm going to switch to you. See if there's a recall button for Tails to come back. Nope, I am at his mercy. At the mercy of the Tails. Can't even switch mid-flight. Nice, got 2 hits. Get him. Oh man, I feel like so much stuff happened that I wasn't expecting, that I did not clearly, like, say all of the stuff lore-wise I wanted to say. I'll just go, like, from the start. Like, Sonic, Tails, Mighty, and Ray, they brought them along with them, because they just happened to be convened. Mighty was still hanging out after Knuckles Chaotix. They want to get in on this, Tails. Over here, Tails. They want to get in on this. Mighty and Ray. Hell yeah. Mighty plays very different than he did in Knuckles Chaotix in this. He is a power type in this instead of a speed type. He's got the ground pound. He's got ultimate defense. As long as you're in a ball or ducking. You won't take damage. Sure. One. Sonic there. Slightly different. Really? Sure. So the 4 of them fly to Angel Island after they get an energy reading that and found it was on the ground. Oh, Knuckles can't go through here. What is the point? Knuckles. I wasn't expecting that to come that close. What is that? Okay. We got Knuckles now. But it's too late. I've already been hit. Bam. There we go. Alright. Back to Sonic and Ray. Perhaps. So, like, I've had plenty of complaints about how characters feel in this. And I know I established last time, Sonic... The game works the best around Sonic, is how I would phrase it. Like, this was designed with Sonic in mind, primarily. I messed that up pretty badly. I think it's mostly like the stages work best for Sonic than they do for other characters. But I don't like how Sonic feels, especially compared to other games. I mean, it's fine. It's not as bad as, like, because he's designed to act like he does for the stage in this, like, just looking at how the Retro Engine works on Sonic 3 is something I don't want to interact with. It is way better in this. It's a lot more a matter of the stage design. But Sonic would definitely be, like, one of the best feeling ones, after Ray, for sure. So these are, like, my two best feeling characters here. Tails feels perfectly normal. Like, aside from that, I'm used to the flight cancel at this point, which is going to be bad for, like, any non-classic 2D game I get back to. Mostly just, like, the game itself hates Tails. Like, the stages are not friendly to him. Platforms! Phoenix! Knuckles just feels chunky. Like, I know that's not, like, specifically the issue people have with Knuckles. I'm not the only one. Like, when he lands after his fight, it's hard to pick up on, like, literally any action afterwards. Not just spin dash. He's so weighty in this. Not to Knuckles shame him. Just not how we want it, right? No. Okay, I think I fucked it up. Oh, I've definitely fucked it up. It's okay. There's probably not even a Chaos Emerald where I thought there was, or a special ring. So we're down here now. And I hate it. I hate Studiopolis Act 1. I'll just put it that way. Because that's the truth. This is my least favorite of the original stages in this. Why do I that's off of it? Come on. Now it's altered in a way that I don't know. Which is fine, ultimately. That's not the problem. The problem is that it's this zone. Over here? Nope. Right. So, like, a big issue I've had with this level design that's very specific that I have realized what it is now, after playing even more of it, is that there are so many parts of it where you are blocked off from going back to where you just were. Like, you know, it's just, like, absolutely rude how many path swapper areas there are that block you now. That's not a thing that... Oh, there's no big ring here. That's not, like, how it was in other earlier games so much. There were probably, like, specific areas that did that. I can't pick up any off the top of my head. Not from, you know, my favorite at least. It's just very frustrating how little you're able to explore, and for not reasons that are like, well, you're just out of reach from that area. No, the area's right there. You just can't go back that way. Good luck. Take a break, keep right. Knuckles. And we're redoing the story itself. Great, break dash. I don't know what fucking happened there. Just didn't start rolling for some reason. It was like Sonic 1 or something. Sonic definitely jumps higher in this than he did in Sonic 1. It feels like a very low jump in Sonic 1 is the thing compared to what I'm used to, so it's probably in the Sonic 2 in this. Knuckles one. Sloppy. It's fine though. That's styling. Howdy! We are experiencing Encore mode, and I'm basically panicking for half of it. Because things are different in ways I wasn't expecting. I don't know how to handle. We did all of Tails' adventures just before this. Arguably they come chronologically one after the other because I placed Tails' adventures alongside Sonic CD. And I guess I didn't specify that yet on stream, this specific stream. Sonic Mania, if you ask me, happens like immediately after Sonic CD. No big ring here either. It's a fire shield. We don't need that. Oh boy. Know that no matter how I complain about Mania, none of it applies to the music. Ever. So, I mean, like, if these special big rings aren't in the same space, they must be somewhere else, right? In the level. Like, some of them are the same. I'm gonna assume this one is because it's such a unique one. No, it's not. It's just shields. Get Tails out. Knuckles out of here. He might be in Sonic. Tails, Sonic. Use your speed. Is there one up here? Hell yeah. Okay, let's try and figure this special stage out. Start with Mach 2. So that we're not overspeeding ourselves. Might find a place to do the speed strat. Need like a straightaway for that though. There's no straightaways in this. This is a straightaway. Oh. So what the speed strat does, since I can't like really show you it with stages that I know. Like, there's momentum in turning that when you jump like this, you can parry it. So basically, by going side to side, you can build up a bunch more speed than, like, Mach 1 would ever be able to build up, and just launch yourself right to the UFO. if you have, like, a clear place to do that. I don't know that special stage at all. That's not the 7th one, just backwards. It is a different one entirely, with the same aesthetic. Oh, shit. I want Tails for this. I mean, we have all the characters. This isn't gonna help us. I do wonder what's further up in this pinball, because I've only really gotten to the second area before. So we just have to work with these two. I know how to work my lead. Good, this is a very kind one. Look at this immediately. Back to like the details of Sonic Mania, because I didn't start getting into that. They find this energy reading, they come to Angel Island, which is back on the ground. Oh, I can just like go up here now? This is different. I don't know if I like it. This is so much. And 5 egg robos. Hey! Let's just blast it. Just blast it. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. That's why we don't blast it. 5 egg robos were extracted the Phantom Ruby from the ground. We have no idea how it got there. We have no idea if it is related to the prototypes and forces or not. Or if this is a natural one. Forces somewhat alludes to the fact that there might be a natural stone that Eggman analyzed to create his. Whatever, it shows up. Perhaps not even native to this dimension. None of this was explicit. That's the word explicit reminded me of something I didn't finish as a thought. We'll get to it. What? Oh. Might be rings. It's not rings. The Phantom Ruby's power, as it immediately shows, is the ability to manipulate one's perception to create a new reality around them that is not truly there. It is still an illusion, but the consequences of that reality affect the person, such as if they get hurt in the illusion, they get hurt for real. The best way to put it. This is immediately shown by transforming Angel Island into Green Hill Zone. They're still on Angel Island technically. They are also interfaced with Green Hill Zone, which is... who knows how close South Island is at that moment. Who cares? And the 5 egg robos turned into the hard-boiled heavies. Their leader, Harry King, Heavy Gunner, which is the top and must be destroyed. Heavy Magician, which was the one that survived afterwards. You just do whatever, apparently. It probably is running on Ruby Illusion power. That's how it uses its magic. Here you. Heavy Shinobi, Heavy Rider with its Motobug Jimmy, or Motobug Jimmy. They have genders for some reason. Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, as we established, while Mighty and Ray watch guard by the tornado. Initially, who knows? There's a tornado level. I can't say. How did I go in? Did I just not go in? Another thing, another path swapper that doesn't allow it again? I hate this. Sonic Mania, why? That's like different from the original too. Sure. Nonsense. This level. I didn't like this version of this level before, and I like it less now. It is just mean now. Before it was like, you made the decent design of Flying Battery Act 1 worse. And now it's... You've made a decent design of Flying Battery 1 mean. Too early. Why is it going so long? I hate it. I got distracted by being upset about Flying Battery. What was I saying? Phantom Ruby. Heavy. Egg Heavies. Hard-boiled Heavies, that's what they're called. And Eggman's commanding them to do something. Throughout the game, he refines and modifies the... I don't even know if the download's the better one now. The, Phantom Ruby's amplification. And slowly the environment, which is clearly displaying that we're still on Angel Island. Sonic, where did you go? Are you just down there? What am I experiencing? Okay, thank you. Your Tails now. Take it. No idea what's going on at this point. I'm gonna imagine you can't do the boss skill with this. Because... well, maybe you can do it with Tails, I don't know. Might be worth a shot. A singular shot. I haven't practiced it. Yeah, I've not been able to pull it off with Sonic. There's a boss skill coming up. It's tricky. I think I should leave it at that. Oh! Alright. That didn't count as a death for Mighty. There are no lives in this mode. It is just you have the characters at hand, and if you run out of characters, there you go. You're done. Okay. Okay. That didn't work how I thought it would. take it. You would jump off there at just the right moment, so that you'd be able to, if you're Sonic, some more characters. If you're Sonic, you'd be able to, use the lightning shield to get to the top area over the box, which is for some reason in the bottom right corner, so the top right corner of the stage. Oh, we didn't get any enemies. Enemies? I have not seen if anyone's pulled it off, but theoretically you could also get to that area using Tails or Ray, with Knuckles as your partner. This is mainly a Sonic and Tails normal mode strat. I'm watching a lot of Sonic Mania lately because the Break the Record Live is happening right now. It might be what we're gonna raid if this doesn't go on super late. I don't know. Not that I'm bad at Sonic Mania, it's just all the stuff I wanted to do is not happening. Which is a staple for this series. This stream series, specifically. Oh, interesting. Ooh. I only pulled off one boss skip before, and it's the one in Mirage Saloon, which is the one I distinctly was not planning on doing on stream. Because I want to have as many characters show up in this stream as possible. And that's how you see, more of Knack. And then Bark and Bark. There's not even there's a later box. Unbelievable. I don't know where any of these special rings are. I guess that makes sense, kinda. We want to make it more out of it. Hold on. Can you climb here? Go this way. Oh boy. So I think what I was saying, as the game progresses, Eggman's ability to amplify the Phantom Ruby becomes greater, as the stages look less like areas of Angel Island reskin, and become more like their own areas, or the full area it's trying to be, such as when Little Planet becomes interfaced. And he tries to build the Titanic Monarch on Little Planet. Yo, all these songs are about, maybe especially Press Guard in Act 1? Tails. I don't remember if we had Tails already. I think I lost everyone, but Sonic and Knuckles. Maybe Ray and Knuckles. Alright, take it. No! Oof. I'm sure this is the one where... with the Chaos Emeralds in tow. Hell yeah. Sonic fights off Eggman's plan. The Heavy King tries to betray him. Which makes this more funny, I realize. Forward Tails. And you fight both him and the Egg Reverie as Supersonic. After that clash, a little bit focused. Good. Will we get a Chaos Emerald? Will we get a Chaos Emerald? Holy shit, that was so bad! I can't believe I did that! I was so focused on the being behind the UFO that I, like, for a split second didn't realize, like, the split second I needed to, did not realize that I was not on the springboard. Oh boy. No Emerald percent. That is these special stages in a nutshell when you start them, though. Even with the Mach 3 cheat. It's not really a cheat, it's just a leftover feature. It shouldn't be there. This isn't even a fire shield. What am I supposed to do with that? After Sonic defeats Heavy King and Eggman, Chaos Emeralds interact with Phantom Ruby, sending both him and the Phantom Ruby through a portal. What I have established now after seeing the beginning of this mode and playing Sonic Forces again, is that what that portal does is it makes a copy of Sonic and sends that copy into the future to help the Resistance. This Sonic does not go to the future at all. And that's why if Sonic Forces was supposed to be that, if Sonic Forces was supposed to be this Sonic in reality and not just a copy, they failed on the storytelling aspect to provide for that, because they didn't, like, maintain the visuals that would have implied that. They, in fact, added visuals that would imply otherwise, such as the Ruby artifacts around classic Sonic that were reminiscent of the copies that Infinite was making. These Yeets. And furthermore, the Ruby did not show up with Classic Sonic to be like a catalyst for the event and go back with Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic just arrived through a random tear in space and faded away afterwards, after all of the prototypes were finished and gone. We have no explicit evidence of the Phantom Ruby even existing there. At least this Phantom Ruby. Or what this Phantom Ruby even is relative to that. Anyway, after being sent through a dimensional photocopy machine, Sonic appears back on Angel Island with the ruby, and it goes off. It seems to lead him to a capsule where Mighty and Ray, who were, as we established, were on guard, were captured in. You free them from the capsule. It's very reminiscent of the one in Knuckles Chaotix, and you select which one you want to partner up with. The one you don't partner up with becomes Heavy Magician. What I get from this, what this implies, as one would say, is that while on guard, given the narrative I just established, Heavy Magician, who seemed to be the one surviving Hardboiled Heavy after the encounter, it's also interesting that they're still in this form after the Phantom Ruby's illusions have worn off. So that was like a permanent change in the programming and construction of these egg robos that were originally not these. They get in a kerfuffle with Heavy Magician. And perhaps Eggman, who is implied to be the one to put them in the capsule at all by the title screen. And in that scuffle, like, they sort of get separated. Oh, back to Sonic and Tails. I wanted to land on that. Huh? Sure. And Heavy Magician takes the Phantom Ruby and decides, hey, I'm gonna kill my friends from their destroyed state. They will start the adventure once more, this time with all 5 of them united and switching between. Oh, dude, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. So, yeah, definitely. Glad to hear that. There's some interesting protagonist shenanigans in that we'll get to. I really need to try to play more Chrono Cross. I started a file once and then I wasn't able to continue playing and I just haven't done that. Good old Ayla. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I have a character named Ayla. Not spelled that way. But I'm just realizing that. She also has long blonde hair. My only character who's, like, white enough to be that. Oh, yeah. For sure. Actually, you know, I didn't even, like, mentally put that together, but definitely Amphibia has a lot of Chrono Trigger references. So I think Marcy's favorite RPG is more of a nod to Dragon Quest. A smooth banger. Still Sonic and Tails? Remembering where anything is a moot point right now. Nothing's in the right place. There's supposed to be an emerald there. building something here. Please? If you would? That's not where I wanted to go. Is it? It's trying to go somewhere specific, and it's like, you're going here. Okay, of course. I should have saw that coming. What? Sonic! Why am I waiting for this? I have a feeling. It's down here. It's not down here. Ooh. It's different. Is that how you're supposed to get up here? That's not the way I wanted to go, but I guess it's where we're going. Oh, fuck off. What's on the wrong side? Like, I guess I could pick up the pace. I forgot to try the Silver Sonic skip during the Metal Sonic boss. That's one I definitely wanted to try and do. It does not matter because we have one Chaos Emerald. And this is looking bad future right here. This is bad future. That's fun. That's funny. I like it. This is like... No, okay. I'll give it to... It's probably the best palette swap so far. But Sunset Hill is close. That was another place where there should have been a big ring. I don't think I've ever just, like, come straight into that area before, that boss area. those spin dashes. Something I noticed after playing a little more. The, hitting the Silver Sonic into metal does, like... I guess if you treat it with mini-boss hit health, it does 2 hits. But if you destroy one so that it's, fragments... No! The bouncing on this boss is ridiculous. If you destroy the Silver Sonic so that their little orbs hit them instead, it will do 1 damage. So you would need 6 of those. Tails looks so small next to Ray. Ray isn't even, like, that tall. It's maybe Sonic sized? Definitely shorter than Knuckles. And, like, Amy looks weirdly small next to Tails. Like, she's taller than him, but her sprite's, like, different proportion. Alright, Labyrinth Zone. Enemy there. I think I called it. I think this palette is supposed to be Labyrinth Zone. Fucking... wait, wrong. Let's get back here. That didn't do anything. Wow. They even swapped the enemy. Sure. I mean, like, there's no way to get this thing off again. And there's no way to jump. What? Shouldn't there be a way to get this off? I'm pretty sure there is. In, like, the real version. Fucking restart. Like, this, I shouldn't be down here. This is the worst level in the game, for sure. Like, the speedrun paths are so specific, too. Like, there's wide open areas that you, like, go to different branching paths between. Ow, man. Oh, you can't even get out there. Good. Sure, whatever. I think I'm out of stuff to say. feel like I had a lot, too. Talking about, like, Tails, like, potentially killing the people in the Cuckoo Army Empire earlier. You know, there's one thing I ignored during courses about when, like, Sonic was chiding him about the power of friendship. Man, he knows. He knows Infinite knows he's lonely for that reason. Shadow, like, killed his entire squad. I guess goes back in what Battle established. Mortality is weird in this. Perhaps none of them did die. Or perhaps they just decided, let's write this to be edgy, instead of remembering the things we established about the characters before. Which is weird to say after what I just said about Tails' Adventures. But also, that's such a low-bit game. None of the, like, Cuckoo... Battle Cuckoo things, explicitly died. They just went off screen after blowing up. And then some just disappeared. Does it even work underwater? It actually does work. That one with the rock squished on his head, though. I don't know about that one. Blame that on Tails' little robot. Ray, like, I have no idea what's going on here. That didn't hurt him? It's so weird. How do you... Oh, down button. We're halfway. Hydro City's the halfway point of the game. I'm losing motivation for this. Sure, maybe with Tails, let's switch it up. I don't know where Sonic went. Let me show that. Damn it. Early. Early. Late. Surely this is still possible, right? Maybe not in this mode? I'm starting to do it. Just starting at the wrong spot. why don't you just use Tails? Because I can't manipulate Tails in this version, because it's... Why don't I just switch to Tails? Because I'm stupid. Gee. Look at that moonwalk, though. That moon run. It's the entire reason Tails is here. Oh, yeah. Flying buttons. Oh, bye, Tails. Damn, Tails. Deleting you. No. It's fine. Okay, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. This part's fine. This part's always fine. Wow, Tails. Just hit it. Oh boy. There's like, so like now that I have this on PC, I can explore the world of Sonic Mania mods, which are just about to pop off because the compilation happened relatively recently. Also, this is a unique stage. Hello. To Encore mode. It's based on Knuckles' Act 1. It's also not Knuckles' Act 1. Because then other characters would not be able to get through it. Namely, Sonic would not be able to get through it. Alright, we're ready and mighty. There you go, mighty there. Mighty? I swear to fuck. Fighting button. Anyway, one of the mods I have had my eyes on since well before is the mod that lets you play as Blaze. Naturally. That's my favorite mod for Sonic Adventure 2, why wouldn't I want it for Mania? Surely there's probably also an Amy mod. There's usually one of those for these classic style games. I've been talking about how I might play the Sonic 3 Air Amy on stream. Probably not. Who knows? Oh no! What does this do? I mean, it's not good. Oh no. I haven't looked into what other characters are so far added. I also don't know which characters they replace. I know in Sonic 3 Air it is very specific which of the 3 characters your mod character is replacing. Mighty, Shadow, Metal, they all replace Sonic. Tails and Chaos replace... or Amy and Chaos replace Tails. Those are the characters I've looked into. Tails! Thanks, Knuckles. Oh, I wanted to change. They really need to be looser about when you can change characters in this. I wonder if there is some quality of life modding. So I can push this then? Good job. Sweet chunky lad. Anyway, I think what I want the most, because there's an Encore mode, if they replace certain characters, I could get a Girls' Night version of Encore mode going. I have my doubts there's a Cream and Rouge mod for this so far. I have at least, you know, Cream mod for, what do you call it? Sonic Adventure 2, which is weird and normally anyway, because that replaces... Yeah. Make it risky. She replaces Tails, and Tails is inherent naturally in a mech. Now the cool thing is the mech is based on Emerald and Gemerald. Oh, I never mentioned that. We're talking about Cream, I can get right to that. But of course you can also play as Tails without the mech with the right character selection mod. You can play it. What time now? I haven't been paying attention to, like, the time of day in this. It doesn't matter, because none of these places are real. Except... maybe Mirage Saloon is real. We don't know. I mean, we always like to look at what, places in Adventure and Advance 2 they added to Angel Island that weren't in 3. And on top of what they referenced. I don't know, this could be somewhere, like, alongside the Red Mountains, off of, Sandopolis. Just, you know, slightly altered as most stages we revisited are, for one reason or another. There's a reason I say that. We're not going to see the reason I say that. They go to Mirage Saloon after you get the complete ending. And they go to enjoy a nice, root beer float. Do I want to try the skip? Does the skip work in this? Do I have to use Tails? Probably not. Enough. Why are you on that side of me? Alright, whatever. We're not doing the boss skip. I didn't want to do it anyway. I know it sounds like that, but I distinctly said earlier I didn't want to do this boss skip so that we could have Fang, Knack, Ian, and Mark show up. Because they weren't even here to shoot down the, tornado. We did not do the tornado this time. Missed. Good one, Knuckles. Get him! Oh. Knuckles, what do I pay you for? There you go. That's all, folks. Show's over. Curtain call at night. Oh, now we're going to my most favorite. Ugh. So Cream was completely absent in Forces. Warning instead of... nothing. Which I guess makes sense. You don't want that a child to be there in war. I just kind of imagined that, I mean, Big wasn't there either. I imagine that, like, her and Vanilla were somewhere hiding out, and General was keeping them safe. This is such a weird palette. Like, this sky is so... This is like... I mean, it's realistic to a real sky when you look up to it, when it's completely... almost completely clear of clouds in the middle of, like, summer. It is not fun to look at this much of it. Why not go anywhere? What is... Hey. Now what? Sure. Just change the entire path. It's one thing to change where items are, but... I don't like oil. Trying to think of my adventure music mods for 1 and 2. And this is like definitely the hardest one to figure out. Oil Ocean, that is. What's an appropriate song to do? Oh, where am I? Oh no, I messed it up. Okay, just cutscene skip. So the smoke's blue now. Yeah. If you never hit that initial gas dispersal thing, the countdown for when it's covering the area never starts, so you don't lose rings. As long as you never hit another one. And apparently, like, you're supposed to do a strat to make sure that doesn't happen with the cutscene. I was a little off position to not fall right past it. You just cutscene skip. Apparently it still works. Let's mix it up. Alright. Oh, Don't I look like a clown now? Wait. Bye, Magic Box. You won't be doing the boss skip today. Can't fucking interact with your party characters in this. I think, like, it's actually worse when the actual ring drain effect is going on. It seems like it's even more difficult to see than if you just leave it from the start. Almost like that's intentional. I mean, it's not a bad boss, it's just... I don't like Oil Ocean, so less Oil Ocean the better. I made a brief comment. The weird thing, I guess, is that... No, there's no, like... Well, that Eggman would still trust Heavy King to do stuff for him. There might be. I don't know what the boss for this is. Also, Lava Reef is sweltering right now. This is different. Kinda cool. Oh, I see. And nothing of consequence happened. There we go. Pile it right into the ground. Please spin dash. Oh. I swear. Oh boy. No rings, no big ring here. I mean, rings. Ray's not having a good time in, like, actually coming back. You need to switch back to him, but wasn't around. No. I just felt like for a second the background was actually different, but it's not. That's not what I was expecting. Oh yeah, Chaotix time. The two Chaotix that are not part of Chaotix. Well, I can't do the weird palette thing for Hidden Palette Zone 2 because I want to see what it is naturally. Hidden Palette Zone 2. Lava Reef Act 2. That's the one. No. Most commonly, the thing you'll find where big rings are other characters. That's weirdly silent. Oh, this is where this leads to. Wait a sec. Is that how you get to the top 3? That's so weird. How'd that work? Nice. Game. I have to wonder if that rocket in the background is a reference to something else, or if we're just supposed to believe that that's the rocket that we take to a little planet in this. Some areas we could kind of work with here, maybe. Yeah. That was risky. This especially risky because I'm on Mach 2. Like, the strat is designed for Mach 1 to accommodate for its lack of speed. Doing loops. Yep. It's a moot effort. But hey, I got it. I won. Where do I go? Where am I? I don't think I can go higher than that. I don't even get up. I just climbed. And went the opposite direction, I guess. Sonic's back. We haven't seen him in a while. Oh boy. We can go this way. Do we have to go that way this time? I guess not. Is it a choice? Do we get to choose which boss? And I just chose Rider instead of Monarch? Or I keep calling it Monarch, it's Heavy King. Uh-oh. Jimmy's furious. Let me out, Joe. I'm bad at this boss. Oh, come on. Spy Tails, I know you can do it. How is it already almost 6? Ugh. That's 2 stages. Oh, this is bad future crustiness. Y'all never saw this. I didn't want a good future for this. risky. Carnival Night. Hate that. I do not know this area at all. No! You are a cruel mistress. Now we're at the end. Now we're in a place I recognize. Oh no, Tails did the flip. Oh, he's stuck. Nope, can't guard against that. Really? This background is throwing me off. Like I'm being a fool for sure, but you think I don't speedrun Sonic 1? Oh, the crossover between these two. That's some good posing. One. Aw, it is mighty. Actually caught up. That's so weird. I would like to be mighty right now. It would stay caught up. There's too many sharp things. Another one? I don't even have tails. Never noticed that. He's back. How is this different? First off, we're Metropolis colors. Not my favorite move. I always forget this. I did not know it was a thing until recently. Okay, he's back in the game. That's different. That's also different. I guess we're not. Ooh. That's different. That's also different. How do I get up? Least intuitive way possible. Got nothing. Probably wasn't good. the most amount of, like, actual level design difference that we encountered outside of the one, whatchamacallit, Salute. Everything else has been mostly the same on the level construction, but with like maybe one or two different. Do the thing. What do I gotta wait for a cycle for? Take it all the way. What, is this gonna be the green eye instead of the... It literally is! The emerald eye, maybe? Like, I'm this far already, I might as well finish. I'm just disappointed that, like... Okay, I guess I should have expected that the Chaos Emeralds would be completely different. Like, now we're really in Metropolis zone. Oh, I don't need you anymore now. Time to shine has passed. Knuckles, where are you? How that went down slightly. Oh, cool. You're just gonna push me away instead of, like, spring me up? Oh. halfway. What is this? What is going on here with this? Yeah, I guess it's less crushing. Still a little ruder. I don't think that's where I was supposed to go. I was not. I hate that area so much. That's some intense, down to the line card gaming, that's for sure. Where did my spring go? Oh, what? Hi. Isn't that where the... I'm pretty sure this big ring is where the, animal capsule, where this not Encore mode would be. Cool, I could do the fast strat for that emerald. That's fine. I love those moments. Make you physically react. Where am I? Sure. Now I'm in this section? Why did that not disappear? That was such a long range. You still just... get out of here. You... What is this? Rhythm weird. Alright, no warp there. Now what? That area is accessible this way. He's ready to get eggy. He's now green eggs and man. Yes. I think that's the first time I didn't get damaged on the first arm. Let's go, Knuckles. Come on, Knuckles. Tails would never do this to me. That said, like, there's a thing that speedrunners do, I've noticed. Maybe it's not, like, exclusively speedrunners, but it's something that I'm more familiar with now that I've spent time with them. Where they blame Tails for everything. And I really, did not like that. Coming back to Sonic Mania, I see where they got it from. It's this game. This game made Tails be that to them. It's like it's never like really Tails' fault in the other ones. It is Tails' fault in this, Calvin. Mania made Tails escape. escape cart. I'm so bad at that timing. I always try to get it so I'm hitting him as soon as the barrier is down, and he does not have a hitbox for like half a second. Yeah, so this is what happens if you don't get the Chaos Emeralds. Eggman skitters away, Heavy King comes and resets everything. You have to do Encore mode again. If you do get all the Chaos Emeralds, this time it is Eggman who gets caught in a Ruby Warp, which just encompasses the entire area that they're in of the Titanic Monarch. And your 5 characters all run away from it super to escape the warp. If what I said about what I'm taking as the reality for the Forces Classic Sonic, if that is to be meant anything, whatever happens to Eggman in that warp, he probably comes out somewhere else like immediately afterwards. They don't give you anything for that. Honestly, if they're trying to make this an alternate dimension, the Origins dimension I will call it now, because Mania's the one that could be in either, rather than the other way around. It's almost like they want Eggman to be dead after this. And that's fair, like, they don't plan on doing another, what is it, Team Headcanon? Whatever they call themselves? They don't plan on doing another original game. This was one and done. They didn't have a lot to alter for Origins. That was sort of just like we're gonna put the mobile versions and run from there with 3. Whatever. Mania is still not my favorite Sonic game. I think I had a song ready for this. Starting screen. So, yeah, we have exhausted all potentially relevant platformers in the series prior to Frontiers. We still have one more game to tend to. It's not a platformer, it's a racing game. We've got Team Sonic Racing, which should fill in the gap that, like, tells us where the world is being restored after Forces or whatever. We'll see. I've never played it. Once again, we're doing a blind run, which is becoming common at the tail end of this. And I'm also waiting until the last minute to actually, like, obtain the game, so that's gonna... I don't know how long that'll take. That might take 2 streams. It might not. Who could say? As someone who isn't me, that's it. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.